try. All this time, spinning round and round, made the same mistakes that we've always found. Surely now, we could move along, make a better world. No, it can't be wrong. Let's come together right now. Oh yeah, in sweet harmony.
Hi there YouTube, it's me again. Just thought I'd show you an update that we've made to the solar shed. This is our new, much bigger 80 watt solar panel, which is joined in conjunction with the original 20 watt down there. At the moment I'm actually stood on the roof of our garage, which is a flat roof, and it doesn't get any shading whatsoever, and we made up this nice little wooden rack to hold the panel. Now this is angled at about 51 degrees south, which is meant to be the very best for our particular part of the world. Now I've only done a basic test so far. At the moment it's about 5 in the afternoon and we're getting probably about 20-30 watts out of it, mainly because the sun's going down. Hopefully you can see without me falling over. I've got the wires going down here, they're going into the garden and then into the shed. Okay, so here we are, we're down from the roof, and there is the 80 watt panel up there doing its thing. It means we've now got a grand total of 100 watts worth of panels, and essentially we're planning on eventually just getting a bigger inverter now so that my dad can use it to mow the lawn. Here we have the wires coming down. We've got these little joiner blocks which are apparently weatherproof. These are going to be tacked up to the wall eventually, and we're going to put sealant around them just to make sure that no water can get in. Just take it back round to the shed. Right, here we go. Got a couple of little solar garden lights, just £1 from local pound shop. Alright, so as you can see, here we have the original 20 watt panel up there doing its job, and here's the wires coming down all the way from up there on the roof and into the shed. It is quite a long cable and there probably is a little bit of voltage loss, but nothing major. Okay, also done a bit of an update with the shed itself. Just show you that first. We've now got a whole shelving system here now, all nice and tidy, all boxed in to go with the wiring. There's the original 100 watt light, and here's the mains light that you saw last time. Still cheating a little bit, still got that heater running off of the mains power, but that's because it is still only March and still very cold, and even with 100 watts the system isn't quite powerful enough yet. Alright, let's show you the difference then. Now all of this, as you can see, has been shelved in, so it's nice and tidy now. As before, got my nice charge controller here. The main difference is along here it used to just go to the one 20 watt panel on the roof of this shed. Now it comes into some car audio distribution blocks. These are solid metal, very cheap, and much better than paying stupid prices for specialist solar stuff. And down here we've got the negative and negative of one panel coming in, positive of the other, and they come up onto the two wires and into the charge controller. Between them they're probably pushing out about 6 or 7 amps total. This is only a 10 amp charge controller, so I mean literally the next thing now is we're going to change this for an MPPT charge controller to get more power out of the system, and also this inverter, which is currently 300 watts, is going to be upgraded for a 2000 watt inverter, which is going to go here. And basically then, we've got more than enough power now from the panels going into this battery. So once we get a nice inverter and a newer charge controller, my dad will be using this shed to power his lawnmower, radio, probably get a small telly in here or something. And yeah, so with the exception of this heater, this shed is, well, it's essentially completely off-grid now. We've got, on a typical day, probably between 5 and 800 watts worth of power being generated from the two panels combined. Only use the shed maybe 2-3 times a week, so that's plenty for lighting, plenty for the radio, plenty for anything really. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed my solar videos, and I guess I'll get an update when we add more stuff. Probably the next thing will either be the newer charge controller or the bigger inverter. And I suppose might as well just show you real quick. Just show you what the voltage we're getting now. At the moment, I've only just put the panel in, so it's probably not going to be great. But tomorrow I might get another quick, just a real quick update video when the midday sun is about to show you. So here we go. At the moment, we're getting about 12.85 from the batteries. And we're getting about, bear in mind this might go backwards just because I've only got one hand, but we're getting about, no, not bad, 13.5 volts, 13.6, sorry, 13.06 coming in from the panels, which ain't too bad. So yeah, the only little thing I would just add is anyone who's thinking of doing this in the UK/Wales, if you're going to get a small panel like this 20 watt one, just be aware that in the UK climate, I tested that panel the other day, and we were only actually getting about 10 or 12 watts from it, and that's, I mean, part of it is because this particular one isn't aiming the correct degrees south. This one is literally just on the roof, but also it's because you're going to lose a little bit of power just going through the charge controllers and stuff like that. And just looking at it, looks like I probably should give that thing a bit of a clean. Amazing how dirty that thing's got. It's only been there for about a month. But yeah, that's the video for now, and please feel free to ask me any questions. If there's anything about solar power you're not too sure on, then yeah, I'm more than willing to help.